about 15 or so miles northwest of world-famous Miami Beach as we are set for football at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami Gardens. Tonight, we'll have the final 2 games of this kickoff weekend, and we begin with a great one here between the New York Jets and the Miami Dolphins. The Jets kick team out now to boot this one away. We'll see a return here from the end zone. Well, ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Right to the air is Mahomes. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. That'll go for a gain of 7, and it's 2nd down.
Well, partner, that's the start that you want right there. And you know he spent the entire offseason throwing hundreds, I'd probably say thousands of passes, getting ready for that moment. The first throw of the new season. He's dreamed about it, thought about it, and now it's out of the way.
Yeah, 1 for 1, a lot more to go. Working with a 2nd and 3. Working from the gun, Mahomes. And he's got his man in stride, complete. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
I think that's a big pickup for a 1st down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a 1st down. Executed it to perfection. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Looking to throw is Mahomes. And this one almost intercepted. Not a good throw there. Nearly an opening drive INT.
But they certainly came out firing in this one. And while that one was incomplete, I can't imagine that'll be the last shot that they take in this game.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. And again, it's Mahomes. He'll get that one complete to Connor. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Dolphins 1st down.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a 1st down.
Couple of 1st downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. They'll run for the first time with Raheem Mostert. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. Mahomes going to throw. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
How about that? Red man coverage and decided to test him early. But they proved up to the task and forced the incompletion.
It's been a 7-play opening drive, and this is 3rd and short.
Yellow. Hey, 57 colors.
They go play fake. Mahomes. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. Excellent start there. First drive of the season. Big-time success putting it in the end zone.
And remember, that was done without any real map of how to do it. In other words, the deeper you get into the season, you get game film to work off of, tendencies to work off of. The first drive of the season, things can be entirely different than what you've seen in the past. It's a really good job of execution by them.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Ready, set. Cheetah.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. He finds Wilson. 30. 10. 5. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Boy, just zero hesitation from the rookie passer there, partner. He is coming out firing in this opening quarter.
And all the talk leading into this game was that pass rush, talking about challenging this guy, getting into his grill, getting into his space. And how about him? Might be his first year in the NFL, but I don't see any fear in him at all. How about that big-time throw right out of the gate?
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And, Charles, nothing like squaring off with a division opponent, a division rival in week 1. Do you like that they... Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked off by Bryce Hall. And the Jets are going to take possession of the football. That throw, Charles, over the middle of the field, and a few too many bodies in there got picked.
That's a normal situation, too, isn't it? No matter how hard you try and spread the field sometimes, there's always going to be a traffic jam, it feels like, towards the middle. And if there's any type of a missed throw, or maybe the ball's tipped, or just too many bodies in the area, an interception can result.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete.
But defensively, you're over there trying to catch your breath and try not to show the offense that you're a little bit fatigued. You're right back out there after the turnover. Now they've got to work towards getting another couple of stops and forcing them into at least a long field goal situation.
On the double.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. First carry for the Iowa State man, Bryce Hall. And he'll get a little over 2, maybe a full 3 down to the 32-yard line.
And that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
Well, a good field position to start the drive, but under the gun now here on 3rd and 8. Now back to throw. Open man here is Conklin. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. On 1st and 10, it's Hall. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. Pretty effective run there, and now they can start to smell that end zone.
Pound the rock. Make sure you use your O-line to set the tone of dominance and physicality, and pound the rock.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple.
Ulster.
Ball again on 2nd down. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Yeah, this is only going to be a gain of 2. He needed 3. It's 4th and 1.
A short gain that doesn't get him the first down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before. Giving to the big tight end on 4th. And he's got the first down as he gets it to the 8.
strike. That's strike. One to me.
They'll set up to throw. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Well, there's still time to rectify this situation because the silver lining, they took a sack on 1st and goal.
First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. Now they'll throw here, out of the gun. Throwing for the out route, he finds Wilson. And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. That catch good for 8, but still, it's 3rd and goal now.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route. And what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
They really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. They'll look to throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
And his kick is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. From deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He'll rifle this one deep right side. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I like the fact that he took the shot deep downfield. Even if you don't get the catch, maybe you get a defensive penalty and pick up the yardage that way.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Mahomes now to throw. Oh, he's got him in wide open, complete. 10-7 our score after one right here on EA Sports. First down, Mahomes. He'll get this into the hands of Mostert. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
One of my old teammates called me the other day when he was watching the game. He said, man, trying to watch an NFL game and trying to account for their passing game, that's difficult. And just when you think you get everything covered, here comes a back out of the backfield. In this case, he picks up a first down.
He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And And this one is incomplete.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
On second down, Mostert. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. The line to gain is the 33 on third down.
Yellow.
On play action, it's Mahomes. Incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up fourth.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw him break out on third down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
Hey, Ridley.
They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. Now he's going to let it go deep, back over the middle. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Dolphins can't convert on fourth down. And the Jets are going to get the football back. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. And the Dolphins are going to take possession of the football. When the rookie QB gets his first touchdown pass, that's one you put in the trophy case. First career interception, that's going to be one he wants to forget.
Yeah, and he's not going to go ask for the football, right? No. Yeah, you can keep that one. The key for him, what does he learn from it? When he watches the tape, does he have an answer right now where he already understands what mistake he made? That's what the coaches are going to want to know, and that's what they'll grill him on and see how he grows from it.
Good yardage on first down. Now can they punch it in on second and goal? Now Mahomes. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Here's Mahomes, third and goal. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete.
Like what I see so far out of this defense because they've been showing their best coverages on third down. So far, only allowed one conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
Now they'll put a receiver in motion left. Mahomes going to go on fourth down. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Ashton Davis. And the Jets are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on fourth down. Now Hall to start the drive. And some room to work. And he takes it all the way down to the 32. 76 yards rushing for him in his first half as he is looking in mid-season form here in the opener. So how about this for a change in field position? From inside the 10, here's first down on the other side of the field. Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
Looks like they went for the combo plate there. A nice ample gain on the ground on the previous play. Going for the big shot on that one. Unsuccessful.
Oh, he's going up top for Wilson. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
That play call wasn't there for them against that coverage. So they're going to spin the dial now in their playbook and come up with one more shot at the marker to try and keep this series going.
So now third and 10. A big play to start the drive, but nothing since. Out of the gun. They'll look to throw. He finds Corey Davis. Yeah, this defense rallies, and they stop him short of the first down right near the 24. They'll go for it. It's Hall. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Mike Tomlin takes a shot here, but to no avail. And the Dolphins defense is able to hold. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And 2 interceptions already here in this first half. That's got to affect him a little bit, right? He's got to be thinking about it.
He's got to be thinking about it, but most of the good ones, they find a way to put it aside. They're not happy about it by any stretch of the imagination. They find a way to put it aside and continue to play their game.
Can he put it aside? Let's find out. A first down run there by Mostert as he'll get this forward for a gain of about 3.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. To throw, it's Mahomes. One incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
The Dolphins on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Here's Mahomes to throw. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Normally, I'd say this will lead to a punt attempt, but this offense already shown in the first half that they'll go for it on 4th down.
No, they should have already said, punt it, punt it. Head coach should have already made that decision.
Mahomes throwing on 4th. Now he'll throw deep left side. And Mahomes misfires again, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Bryce Hall. And the Jets will take over here just shy of the 30. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They've got some stuff to build on from that last drive because they moved the football, CD, and then they tried to go for it on 4th down, didn't convert, probably left a bitter taste in their mouths.
I would say so, and I think that they go out in this series determined for that not to happen again. In fact, they don't want to get to a 4th down opportunity. They just want to make sure they get it done within the parameters that they've set for themselves. Run their offense, get it into the end zone. Yeah, I think a little bit of determination and a dash of anger.
And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. Now a throw here to his running back. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line. On 2nd down, a run to the ball. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. Able to get the 1 yard he needed, but nothing more. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line.
He's certainly done a nice job spreading the field on this drive, and here he finds his big tight end for good yardage. And that's what you have to do. Keep defenses guessing about where you're going to go with the football.
This pass out wide to Hall. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off Byron Jones. And the Dolphins are going to take possession here at their own 6-yard line.
Definitely not the ideal time to see that mistake, partner, because this is still a one-possession game, and that's at least a field goal that just vanished with that turnover. Now, pressure's on defensively to prevent that pick from turning into points for the other side.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And they'll begin inside their own 10, so field position certainly not in their favor here. anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. Final shot before the half from Mahomes. He's going to rifle one deep left side. He's got a man complete. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35. So we reach halftime here at our first Monday Nighter of the season as we send you up to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon, getting set for quarter number 3 here. And we'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Here we go.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And, Charles, they got the lead. I would imagine the overall halftime tone was a positive one, but what do you think the talking points were in the locker room?
Well, there were 3 talking points at the half, partner. All of them were about turnovers because they were pretty loose with the ball. Otherwise, this lead could be even bigger. Now, I don't think that they overly harped on it, but I think they told them, guys, if you want to keep calling those plays that are exciting, you've got to take care of the ball. Otherwise, we may have to dial things back a little bit. Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety and being able to hit people with the run and the pass. But in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They're all over the field. They don't know if they're through it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right. It might go to them. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes.
Ready.
They'll try and throw for it here. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. A surprising move to go for it. And predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And the Dolphins get the football in great field position. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. Steps away to his left. And his throw is incomplete.
The goal is certainly to try and make a big play happen and climb back into this game, but you have to be careful. If you overdo it, you could turn it over and hurt your team.
Mahomes taps this forward. It's a jet sweep. A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
Sanders' kick is good. So the starting field position was terrific following the surprising turnover on downs, but the end result, only 3 points.
Simply stated, I think you have to look at that as a missed opportunity.
And this will be a touchback. Berrios deciding not to bring it out. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground. Hall. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. 2nd and 9 now. Throwing quickly to Wilson. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Ball on a give middle. And he's across midfield and into Miami territory. A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. They'll drop the throw. And for the 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked up by Xavier Howard. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think, okay, he's a guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
Now he's going to let it go deep left side. And that is incomplete.
They've been trying and trying, but they haven't sacked him yet. He's been able to get away and make plays. Tried to make another one downfield right there, but to no avail. They'll have to keep up the pursuit, though, and not let him get hot.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Mahomes. He'll get that one complete to Connor. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
15. Yellow. Easy.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. And incomplete on the deep ball.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect him to have more completions to him in this game.
Yellow.
Now here's Mahomes. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. Tanner Connor, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Dolphins' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Wow, talk about a big 4th down conversion for the score defensively. How do you let that happen?
I think you start with the offense, and you give them credit for going for it and having that kind of, well, let's face it, audacity. But defensively, I think you're right on target, partner. There's no way something like that's supposed to happen in that situation. You're supposed to be able to shut that down and get the ball back for your own team. Instead, they give up not just a big play, but a touchdown.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see, do they rely on it? And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And the Dolphins are going to take possession of the football. Oh, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Tariq Woolen picks it. And the Jets are going to take over here up near the 40. Their defense got them the football with an interception. They tried out there, Charles, in the very first play. They give the football right back.
Man, I always expect you coming like an auctioneer. We got 2, got here 3. Remember, it was 2 in a row. What if we hit 3 in a row? Because these offenses, they got to be a little bit more careful as they go forward. These defenders, they're locked in and really focused.
Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. But we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game is off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Offensively lucky they're able to keep the football, but now 4th down, so they'll have to move it away.
I do think, though, they're going to look at this as a positive. One, they recovered the fumble, so they retained possession. But two, being able to punt it changes field position for them. Imagine if that turnover takes place there. Now your defense has to go onto the field and try and hold. Instead, they get a little breathing room.
Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And that will force a turnover on downs. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he fires one incomplete.
Well, these are the situations that really test a defense, those sudden changes. They're already inside field goal range to start the possession. Their goal now, keep it to a long kick, if indeed they end up trying one.
On 2nd and 10, Mahomes. And he whips that one incomplete there.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Looking to throw is Mahomes. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
I think it's safe to say that he's made some questionable decisions out there so far. Forced some throws into tight coverage. He's already been picked off in this game. 4th down now, but he's fortunate on that one not to have another turnover on his ledger.
Yellow. Hey, 15, 15, 15. Girl, 15. 43, 43. Hey, 43.
Mahomes to throw once more. He finds his man complete. That's Connor. And he will have a Dolphins first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. Throwing now is Mahomes. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the 3rd quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Mahomes getting this out to the flat. Mostert. Touchdown, Dolphins. Raheem Mostert, a 20-yard touchdown. And the Dolphins are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this 3rd quarter. Circle that drive because that might be one to remember, well executed to give them a little cushion.
Well, let's take it into the boxing ring. You talked about them commanding it, keeping the fight where they wanted to, whether it was in the center of the ring or putting them on the ropes because it was jab, jab, jab. And finally, the haymaker to put that drive away.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Sanders now to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback. Berrios deciding not to bring it out. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the 4th quarter. This drive becomes very critical. They find some open field here. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. So the big play gets them across midfield now for 1st and 10. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to need a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
And once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that will wound up incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. He'll drop to throw. Open man here is Coughlin. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had a big play to start the drive. Not much sense. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. Channing Tindall in there to get him yet again. That is his 3rd sack tonight. They can't figure him out. And you hate to say it with a rookie quarterback. He's done some good things, but overall, looked a little bit overwhelmed back there, hasn't he?
He certainly has. But in his defense, he hasn't had a lot of time to throw the football. You like the way I said that? In his defense.
In his defense. I got it.
See what I did there?
Yeah, he needs better protection. That's for. And now here's another interception. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And the Dolphins are going to take possession of the football. And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day, because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
And they're going to get this down inside the 15. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Now Mahomes. Touchdown! A great effort there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Dolphins are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their 4th quarter lead. Mahomes will throw for it. And he's got it. So the 2-point conversion is good, and they add on to their 4th quarter lead. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And this will be a touchback. Berrios deciding not to bring it out. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And no doubt this is not the way that they had hoped to open their season. Thoroughly outplayed here in front of the national audience. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And he'll be dropped at the 36. It's a good gain of 18 on a play that originated back at the 18. Back to throw now on 1st down. And he's going to hook up with his big tight end. Complete. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. They'll give the ball. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. They'll look to throw here. And just not enough on the throw there. Down around his feet and incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this 2nd half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
The Jets on 3rd down. It's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13. They'll set up a throw. And check down, complete to Hall. Down inside the 10. Touchdown, Jets. Breece Hall, 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Jets have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Point after, right down the middle. And that cuts this lead down to 13. The Jets kick team out now to boot this one away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
I don't need to. Hey, 57, 57.
To throw again on second down. Mahomes. And my goodness, another interception. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line.
Let's go.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Ready?
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete.
Okay, I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, 4th quarter. Maybe you do start to watch as the arm there, the leg's still there. This has been a tough game. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Getting the football to Davis on an out route. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. So that a nice throw, but it hasn't really turned out to be the grand debut that many had hoped for. His team's down double digits. So what have you seen, CD?
Well, that what I expected, really, because for a youngster making his first start in the NFL, I kind of expected to see these things. A few bumps along the way, maybe not the plays you expect to see or want to see. But remember, he's not going to the Hall of Fame off his first start. It's going to be an accumulation of games before we have a fully accurate reading.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And defensively, that might just seal a Week 1 victory. 1st down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. Mahomes going to throw it here. They're going deep for Hill. And the 7-yard line, the catch is made. They're all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Tyreek Hill with career touchdown number 91. He joins a group that includes Tony Dorsett and Isaac Bruce, among others. And the Dolphins are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. Mahomes now going to lead his guys up for the 2-point try.
Attack! 50, yellow.
They'll try and throw for it. Flush to his right. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Tough there. Good pass. Hit the hands. He just couldn't bring it in.
And every receiver's coach everywhere. Seeing that play, focus. Watch it all the way in and tuck it away.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And this will be a touchback. Berrios deciding not to bring it out. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And they knew coming in that this would be a tough place to go in and win a season opener. But this has just been a performance, to be frank, not to be proud of here as they trail big in this fourth quarter. Finding space at the 40. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. And he's got it. Got his man on the end route. Complete. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. This pass out wide to Hall. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. The catch and run, good for 18 and a 1st down. Clock management, definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Here we go, set.
Back to throw again. He's got Wilson, and that's a Jets touchdown. A great play there. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Jets are able to cut into that deficit. The extra point splits the uprights, and they're able to cut this deficit down to 12. The Jets kick team out now to boot this one away. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And 3 timeouts remaining here defensively, but really not much reason to use them at this point as this one is all but over.
If they use the timeouts here, it's strictly for show. We got a plane to catch.
Interesting, Mahomes wants to throw it. And now here's another interception. Picked off by DJ Reed. And the Jets are going to take possession of the football. What a nightmarish game he's having now. 6 interceptions that he has thrown.
Absolutely unbelievable, isn't it? Hard to believe we're watching this and have seen it, but it just tells you about the game of football. They give it and it taketh away.
Yeah, the guys, though, that have thrown 6 interceptions in a game, the likes of Peyton Manning, Brett Favre, Joe Namath, he did it 3 times. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game.
Let's go now.
Now a 2nd down and 6. Back to throw. Well, there's that man again. It's complete. And he is into the end zone for the touchdown. So they still need a miracle with a clock where it's at, but they get one piece to the puzzle done.
Still have hope. Well, we know someone just added to his touchdown passing total, but all he did was get the ball out quickly to his tight end and let him take care of business the rest of the way.
They'll look to throw. And they're going to get the 2-point conversion, caught in the end zone, and that cuts the lead a bit further. And, of course, on the 2-point try, had the option to run or pass. They pass it there, and it works.
Felt pretty straightforward, didn't it? An open receiver, ball's put on him, 2 points for them.
And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. The 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of an anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And my goodness, another interception. And he brings this one back. It's a pick six and a Jet touchdown. Well, how about that? You use a high draft pick on this guy back in April, hoping he'll grow into a role as the season progresses. And now look at this, a pick six in his very first NFL game.
Sometimes the evaluation doesn't match what the kid brings to the table. He progressed quickly.
Extra point right down the middle, and that gives him a 3-point lead. The Jets kick team out now to boot this one away. Fields the squib kick right around the 30. Well, partner, that'll do it. These week one primetime games, they always seem to have a little bit more electricity, a little more anticipation. A fun one tonight, and a lot of fun ones that we have on the road ahead.
And, partner, I love the word you just used there, electricity. Things were crackling out there, weren't they? And let's face it, both of these